What's going on, guys? It's Troydan here, and today we've got the official top 30 NBA players of the next NBA season. I know my top 5, and I'll keep it myself. I'll see what we got here if it compares. This guy's definitely in it. He's Kevin Durant. I have not seen this. Link in the description below. Let's go.
Do y'all want to know something interesting that I just realized?
What?
The start of the 2023 NBA season is going to be the first time in a long time that everyone is going to be healthy. I mean, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Zion Williamson, Ben Simmons. Every star player that I can possibly think of should be back on the hardwood floor, and as a fan, I love it.
What about Chet?
Today I want to go over who I believe are the top 30 players in the league. And as for my criteria on how I created this list, I went over a bunch of factors such as how well they performed in 2022, how old they'll be in 2023,
That's a factor.
how they fit into this new three-shooting era of basketball, and their own personal situation, which of course is different from player to player. The one thing I did not factor in was health, because I didn't think it was fair to rank a player based on freak accidents. So, with that being said, let's get started.
All right, I respect it. Number 30?
I'm going to do a countdown style, which starts from player number 30, then make my way down to the best player in the league.
I'm going to guess
And
number
then after
30.
that-
Hold on. It's the only time I pause. I get one pause of video. I'm going to guess Jimmy Butler.
I'll do some honorable mentions because honestly, there are so many good players in the league today that it's tough to fit them all into a list like this. So without further ado, for number 30, we have Bam Adebayo, aka
Okay.
Bam Bam. He was the second best player for Miami, and he helped clinch
Close.
them the first seed in the East. And although he sort of disappeared in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2022, he's still only 24 and is still
He's only
improving his craft.
24?
Miami has a great player development program, and I expect Bam Bam to be better once the 2023 season starts.
Bam, bam.
Next off at number 29, we have DeAndre Ayton.
Okay.
This dude is an athletic 7-foot rim runner who's starting to develop a shooting stroke. I mean, in 2022, he averaged 17 and 10 while shooting 37% from
That's pretty
three-point
good.
range. If
Chris Paul makes it better.
he improves upon that this offseason, he might even start to get some MVP votes. At number 28, we have Chris Paul, the point guard. He'll be turning 38 years old in
Damn,
2023.
Chris Paul 28?
But man, in the 2022 playoffs, CP3 averaged 17 points and 8 assists while
was
shooting
good.
56% from the field, 39% from three-point range, and 95% at the free throw line. If his defense wasn't exploited by both the Pelicans and the Mavericks,
Yeah, he's a midge.
he'd be a
He's got
lot higher
midge
on this
issues. I
list.
know what it's like.
At number 27, we got Ben Simmons.
Wow.
Like I said, this list is based on when players are quote-unquote healthy. And the fact of the matter is, when Ben Simmons is healthy, both physically and mentally, he's a beast.
I thought you said it wasn't based on their health.
He's a 6'10" point guard that can guard every position on defense. And then on offense, he can do everything you need except shoot the ball. When 2023
sport of
arrives, I have a
basketball.
feeling that Simmons is going to erupt. For number 26, we got Andrew Wiggins. The former
low.
number 1 pick was an all-star last season,
Shout out
and
to
in
Andrew.
the playoffs, he was even better. In the finals, he was the best player on the court whose name isn't Steph Curry. And because he'll be an unrestricted free agent soon, he'll be wanting to play his best basketball ever in order to secure a sizable contract.
Come to
For
Toronto.
number 25, we got Michael Porter Jr. In his last healthy season, this dude averaged 19 points and 7 rebounds while shooting 54% from the field, 45% from three-point range, and 79% at the free throw line. Enough said. For number 24,
What?
we got Devin Booker.
Devin Booker, 24?
I know he made the All-NBA
Oh my.
first team in 2022, but when
cover
push
athlete.
comes to shove, especially in the playoffs, he seems to shrink. I mean, he lost a 2-0 lead against the Bucks in 2021, then in 2022, for number 23, we got Rudy Gobert. He's the best shot blocking center currently in the league, and he's in the middle of his prime. I honestly believe he's the best player Utah had, and I look forward to seeing how he meshes in Minnesota.
Defense
For
wins
number 22,
championships.
we got Karl Anthony Towns. He's the
Interesting.
best three-point shooting big man in the league currently, and would be a lot higher on this list if he played with more intensity and passion.
Jeez.
For number 21, we got Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson, 21.
This is going to be the first summer in the last 3 years where Klay is going to be completely healthy. With his competitive
Well-
drive, I expect him to get his defense back close to where it used to be. Also, he's going to have a full training camp to develop chemistry with the squad. So, if you thought he was good last year, wait until you see what he can do in 2023. For number 20, we got Paul George.
Paul George.
PG-13 should be motivated to play his best basketball this upcoming season. I mean, the Clippers, with a healthy Kawhi, are in the conversation for winning the championship. Still though, whenever I hear Paul George's name these days, I can't help but laugh and think of this.
I don't care what anybody says, that's a bad shot.
For number 19, we got Ja Morant. This dude was caught saying on camera that he would have cooked Michael Jordan in his era. So what that tells me is he's crazy. The man has completely lost it. All jokes aside, a lot of people may have him higher on their top 30 list, but the truth of the matter is the Memphis Grizzlies were 36-21 with Morant in the lineup, and 20-5 when he wasn't. For number 18, we got Trae Young. Ice Trae has the best floater in the game, and has the ability to shoot it from Curryland. In the playoffs, however, a Miami Heat team just exposed him, but Trae's still young, and I expect him to learn from that failure and be better for 2023.
Yeah, we got Lonzo over all
for
these
number
dudes.
17, we got Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie at 17.
Uncle Drew still has the best handles in the league, and is capable of shooting 50, 40, and 90 on any given year. He would be a bit higher on this list if he was more about team winning versus individual achievements.
Oh!
For number 16, we got Zion Williamson.
He's so
The last time we saw this man healthy, he was 20 years old, averaging 27 points, 7 rebounds on 61% shooting from the floor, and making grown men look like babies.
That he does.
There's a reason why he was so hyped up in the 2019 draft, and we're all about to be reminded of why. For number 15, we got Damian Lillard. Last season, Dame Time was injured and had an off year. So although some people would say he doesn't deserve to be this high on the top 30 list, the truth of the matter is, he'd literally be in the conversation for best point guard in the league if Steph Curry didn't exist. For number 14, we got Anthony Edwards. For people who've seen the movie Hustle, I feel like Edwards wasn't even acting when he was trash-talking Bo Cruz. Anyway, this kid has it all. The athleticism, the shooting ability, the competitive drive,
jerseys
the
look like a highlighter,
or whatever you want to call it. He's a superstar on the rise, and in 2023, we're going to see him light up the league.
We're going to see LaMelo Ball next.
For number 13, we got Jaylen Brown.
We're going to see LaMelo Ball.
He was the second best player for the Celtics that was just 2 wins away from being crowned champions. He can shoot, he can attack the basket, and he can post up. He can literally do it all except drive going left. According to Draymond on his podcast, Brown's inability to effectively drive left was a huge reason why the Celtics lost. Sheesh, guys. So, for all y'all kids out there, remember to practice both hands.
Yeah, Timmy, both hands.
Anyway, for number 12, we got Anthony Davis. To be perfectly honest, guys, I feel like I haven't seen Anthony Davis in like 2 years, so I actually almost omitted him off this list because I literally forgot about him. But anyway, when healthy and motivated, Anthony Davis is a force of nature, and if the Lakers could stay completely healthy next year, things could get interesting. For number 11, we got James Harden.
Fear the beard.
He had an injured hamstring and started off the season as part of a dysfunctional Nets team, so as a result, he didn't have the greatest year last season. In 2023, however, he took a pay cut in order for the 76ers to acquire a few better pieces. His hamstring is healed, and he's going to be motivated.
Is he?
I expect Harden to be called the Beard again.
Is there no strippers in Philadelphia?
And finally, just like that, we're now in the top 10.
No Lonzo, no LaMelo
My
yet.
goodness, guys. Y'all see how talented the NBA is these days. I mean, I got Harden and AD both out of the top 10. And yet, the crazy thing is, most people would probably agree with that too. Anyway, for number 10 here, we have Jason Tatum. He's fresh off winning the Eastern Conference Finals MVP award and being selected to the All-NBA First Team. He's a 3-level scorer, he's only 24, and he's one of the best players in the league.
He's 24 as well.
One thing he needs to do, though, is work on his own belief. As one of the best players in the league, as one of the superstars in this league, as the leader of the Boston Celtics, he can't be saying things like this.
Did I ever say that I'm a superstar or, I'm on the verge? That never came from me.
For number 9, we got Kawhi
is that
Leonard.
real? Is that real? He's a fun guy. Board man gets paid.
Dang, guys. I can't get over that laugh. Anyways, Kawhi hasn't been seen in action for the past year, but the last time we saw him in the playoffs before he got hurt, he was averaging about 30 points and 8 rebounds while nearly shooting 50.
Let's go back to Toronto, guys.
The 2023 season is a championship or bust year for the Clippers, and I expect Kawhi to be playing as motivated as we've ever seen him play.
All right.
For number 8 on the list, we got Jimmy Butler.
Asparagus.
A lot of people might disagree with Butler being so high up on the list, but let's look at some facts here.
I have him at 30.
Although he's not flashy and doesn't put up big regular season numbers, this man is a winner. He was the best player on the number 1 seed in the East, and in the postseason, he transforms into a superstar. I mean, he single-handedly almost led Miami to a championship back in the 2020 bubble, and this past season,
I wish he hit
was a
that 3.
three-point shot
I
away
wish
from
he hit
bringing
that
Miami
3. I had
back
a lot
to
of
the
money
finals
on that.
again. Jimmy Butler deserves to be on every top 10 list, and I have him here at number 8.
All right.
For number 7, we got the 2-time reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic.
Wow.
Now,
You put him
this
at
man
7?
is a beast on offense. I mean, the numbers he's putting up are ridiculous, and he's literally a one-man wrecking machine. Still, though, he gets exposed in the playoffs. I mean, in 2021, the Suns swept the Nuggets. Then in 2022, the Warriors gentlemen swept them. The Nuggets will have to play better in the
Gentlemen swept. What's
playoffs
that?
in order for Jokic to
Take
move
him
up
out
the
for
ranks
a
of the
wine
elite.
and dine, then put him in.
For number
what?
6,
Sorry,
we
no.
got Luka Doncic.
That's
Luka looks to have
What?
gotten into really
I got
good
Luka
shape
top 3.
following his loss to the Warriors, and that's got to be scary for the league. Also, he's got a taste of what a championship team in the NBA is like, so you can bet he's learned some valuable lessons from Golden State. Next season, he'll be even more motivated, and I predict him to win the 2023 MVP. At number 5, I
Me
have
too.
LeBron James.
That's
Did you know that at age 37,
I didn't think it was in
2022,
this.
LeBron James averaged more points than he's ever averaged in a season since 2008?
yeah. And they see how they
Jeez,
played.
guys. And also, he's averaged more minutes than he's been averaging in the last 5 seasons.
Maybe
I
he
know
should
he'll be
average
turning
less.
38 next season, but he's still a one-man wrecking machine and one of the best players in the league. At number 4, I got Joel Embiid. He probably should have won the 2022 MVP because of his individual statistics and team standing, but oh well, what's done is done. An interesting question to ask is if Embiid didn't have that broken orbital bone, and if he did play the first 2
that
games in
back.
that series against Miami, would the 76ers have advanced to the conference finals or even the finals? Anyway, I got him at
Never
number
know.
4 currently in the league, and at number 3, I got Kevin Durant. Some people may have KD at number 1, but you gotta ask yourself, would the number 1 player
Where's
in the
LaMelo
league
and
allow
Lonzo?
himself to get swept when he's in his prime? Anyway, at age 33, turning 34, KD is the unstoppable force he's always been and hasn't shown much signs of slowing down at all. Next off
Great
at number
freak.
2, I have Giannis Antetokounmpo. Man, what he did against Boston in that second round was nothing short of amazing. I know he's physically gifted, but what makes Giannis so special is the fact that he gives it 100% all the time. He's one of the rare players in the league that's capable of putting the team on his back, and in 2021, that led to a championship. And at number
Steph
1,
Curry.
I got the
gonna put
reigning
number 1
Finals
'cause
MVP,
This guy
Stephen Curry.
seemed to have left Lonzo and LaMelo
Unlike
off
everyone
this.
else in the top 10, Curry doesn't dominate the league physically, but
Wow.
instead, he dominates with skills. I mean, his marksmanship, his ability to run nonstop and get open, his ability to generate offense is second to none.
He's going.
He's shown the world that you don't got to be the tallest or strongest player on the court in order to be the best.
You have to be the
And
best
he
shooter
did it
ever.
emphatically, as we
That's
saw in
it.
Game 4. The Celtics' defense was perhaps the best defense the NBA has seen in the last 10 years, and Steph Curry single-handedly shredded it to pieces. He's the best player in the league currently, and I have
The
him at
best
number 1.
defense in 10 years. They
Jeez,
lost.
guys. And that's the top 30.
Okay, I
Now,
don't know.
It was tough to fill in this top 30 list because there's just so much talent in the league these days.
I'm gonna pause right there. Oh, I was hoping to pause on the screen. Listen, I don't know, man. No Lonzo or LaMelo. At least LaMelo. At least chuck him in there. What is Lonzo? I understand because he's injured all the time. He hasn't got to play. But LaMelo has been balling out. So who else did they miss on this? I don't like the order. I obviously don't like the order, but I do agree. Steph Curry and the Greek Freak are the top one and 2 up there. You can change them around if you want. Zion, you got to have him in the top 10 for sure. There's no Siakam. There's no DeMar DeRozan. No Donkey. Bradley Beal. They're missing a few people, but again, it's their opinion, so I understand. I just would probably move some things around here, especially that LeBron at 5. Come on, he's not in the top 10 anymore. Guys, if you got a video like for me to watch or react to, you can tweet me at Troydan under the hashtag TroydanReacts. Thank you for watching, and kids, stay out of the fridge after midnight.